What's up, guys? We're going to talk about the Glock 48 today, and we're going to talk about a couple things that I like about it, a couple things that I dislike about it, and overall, would I get this gun? Would I conceal carry this gun? Short answer is definitely yes. Okay, this thing makes me want my Glock 45 back, but I would definitely get a lot better holster for it. I know I threw that piece of shit holster somewhere. I don't know where it's at now, but let's talk about the Glock 48 today, and this is the MOS version. So, yeah, you have your iconic polymer pistol, right? It's brick-like, it's very simple, and it's very ugly, in my honest opinion. But that's what makes it unique. It's the simplicity, there's not much going on with it, it's reliable, it's robust, and it can shoot accurately, as long as you know how to shoot it. Right, or as long as you know how to shoot in general. So yeah, that is definitely the story behind Glock is just a reliable striker fire pistol that can shoot accurately, and it's proven itself since 1982, I believe. When it first came out, and now they have this model, which is for conceal carry. It's a nice slim design. I have the P365, and while it is a nice slim design, the P365 still beats it, and it still is a double stack, which is crazy because the Glock 48 is a single stack. But if you go to I forget the company's name, but they make 15 round magazines, and it is the size of the 10 rounders. So you can get 15 round mags for this gun, and it'll work, right? But yeah, so that basically is the point of the Glock 48. It's the Glock 43X just with a longer barrel, and the Glock 43X having, I think, a 3.5 inch versus this one has a 4.1 inch barrel, close to 4.2 if I remember reading that right. But yeah, very good, very reliable pistol, shoots accurately. Still your shitty Glock trigger, that is just ugh. So if I were to upgrade anything, and hopefully it doesn't hurt the reliability, it would definitely be that trigger. Definitely make it a little bit lighter, and a little less clunky. Listen to this. Ugh. I don't like that. The 365 doesn't do that. You hear that sound? It's the trigger going back to its resting place. There's nothing, like, it's very smooth. Like, it's just very smooth. So yeah, this one is just, it sounds like my VP9, but it's a lot less smooth than my VP9. So anyway, the Glock 48 does not have any good texturing on the grip, and I will say that goes for any of the Glocks out there. I would suggest getting some grip tape if you really want something, some texture on there. Otherwise, the grip that it does have, the texturing it does have, it's not, I feel like if you wet your hands, you could still get a good grip and it'll stay in your hands. It's just not good. I like something a little more aggressive, like the P365, right? The P365 is really aggressive. I just wish it went all the way up. But yeah, the P365's grip tape or grip texturing is fantastic. It is phenomenal. And the fact that it also goes on to the magazine itself makes it even better. So yeah, but yeah, so that's cool. We do have Picatinny rail, so you could run a light on there if you wanted to, and since this is the MOS model, this thing can run an optic. It runs or like it comes straight from the factory that way, so you can put an optic on there. This is the RMSC footprint, so anything small like the 507K, 407K, or the RMSC, you can put on here and it'll run, and you can run it like that. Not to mention the sights are high enough to where you can co-witness if you want to, but yeah, or really not if you want to, but you know, it's kind of a necessity to ensure that the sights do work. But yeah, just in case the dot goes down, you are still able to see through it, right? So yeah, that is the purpose of having these heightened sights. But it looks like it's the standard traditional sights, and yeah, I can code witness pretty good with these things, with the red dots. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, this thing, there's really not much to talk about. It just is a plain pistol. This thing has run 100% reliably without the optic. Once we put the optic on there, we had several instances where the extractor was not grabbing the round and it was not ejecting the round. So the reason why was because the extractor pin was holding the extractor back. So instead of it grabbing the next round, it was just like seated right behind where the shell was, right? So this is the shell, and it's supposed to be in front of the shell, so that way it'll pull the shell out. Well, it was just sitting right behind it. And the reason why is because the screw that is on the side where the extractor is actually was pressing onto the extractor pin, you know, the thing that was supposed to allow it to grab the round. And so because it was sitting on that, it wasn't allowing it to seat properly. And then you would shoot the firearm, but then the extractor would not eject the round, and the gun would not eject the shell. So then it would try to feed another round while there was a casing stuck inside of the feed ramp. And so that issue was going on. But once we got the right size screw, this thing ran 100% reliably. This is not mine, by the way. This is a friend of mine, and we have close to 800 rounds total on this thing. I shot 150 today, and this thing makes me want my Glock back. But yeah, like I said, nothing really good coming from it, but because of the simplicity of this pistol, it just draws me near it. It's kind of like that girl where, you know, there's nothing going on with her, there's nothing extravagant about her, you know, she's just your average girl, but something just draws you near her. And in fact, I can tell you right now, there's a girl at work that kind of does that has that appeal to me. There's nothing going on with her. She's extra shy, and she doesn't talk to me, and yet I'm the one that's just like head over heels over her, while she just told me straight in my face that she wasn't interested. But that's a story for a later day. But yeah, it's just like, it's a very plain gun. She's a very plain girl, and all of a sudden I just really want it, right? And I don't understand why, but it's so simple. It's very easy. The Glock 48 MOS is one of those guns where it's like, if you weren't a Glock aficionado, this would definitely be a gateway. And because it's a good concealable gun, this would definitely be something that I would recommend for you guys. With that extra barrel length, it makes it easy for that recoil. It's the recoil impulse is very manageable because you have a lot of real estate. You know, that grip angle as well also helps with that recoil, versus you having something straight up and down, kind of like the 1911. You have to have something like a little pedal in order to keep that recoil down, because naturally what the gun wants to do is rock upwards, whereas this one, because of the grip angle, it kind of pushes into your arm a little bit more than it does wanting to just push up against your wrist, right? So that's the purpose of that grip angle, and that actually helps with follow-up shots. You know, you can actually maintain a better zero. That recoil is a lot more manageable. It's just a very simplistic pistol, and I enjoy shooting it. I kind of want one now. But yeah. Oh boy, I enjoy this thing a lot. And I don't know why. But you know what? Let's talk about that girl at work. Have a good day, guys.